Hello everyone, a warm good morning to all of you. Would like to welcome to our this session of YouTube channel. Hope you all are good. So as promised with to you, we are here to start our first the theory session of nature of political theory, evolution and growth, behavioralism, decline and resurgence of the political contemporary political trends. Okay, so this piece of information mentioned in our topic with respect to political theory, and uh, in continuation of that we'll discuss the majorly the decline and resurgence of the political theory with specific to the previous year question, and we'll try to cover few of the things which can help to uh, us to answer in our examination. So that let me clear one thing, that our objective of this session, the first will discuss the previous year question with respect to decline and resurgence of political theory, and try to cover the concept and theory as per this. Okay, so let's start previous year question. That Traditional approach to study of political system is based on option A, value, fact, objective, empirical. So we all know that the traditional approach to study the political system is based on what? The value. Okay, it's the answer is value. It's very simple question, that we have to cover the traditional approach to the political theory. Okay, and the its evolutions, a different thing. Moving to the next question, who among the following was associated with the resurgence of political theory? Okay, resurgence of political theory. Option A, George Habermas; B, Robert Hall; C, David Heston; and D, Alfred Coven. So, as you all know, the answer of this question is option A. George Habermas belong to the resurgence of political theory, uh, and he the scholar who critically analyzes the behavioral argument, and also the contemporary capitalisms. And he wrote a book, Legitimacy Crisis. There he argument these things, and the rest scholar Robert Dahl, David Heston, Alfred Cobden belong to the decline of the political theory. So majorly we need to discuss about the scholar belongs to the decline and resurgence of political theory. Moving to the next question, which is not related to the decline of the political theory concept. So like the question answer is very obvious. The answer is so C, Jean Blondel. Okay, Peter Laslet, David Ashton, and the Robert Dahl, they all are related to the what? The decline of political theory. Okay, David Ashton is the main proponent of the decline of political theory. In 1950s, in his a paper, The Decline of Political Theory, he presented this idea that there is no relevance of the normative political theory. So we will discuss the David Ashton idea also. Then next question, what was the major reason for the decline of political theory according to Dento Germino? Okay, so what is the answer? So that the thing is that we all know that answer, but what we notice from here, so we have to cover the different thinker and their understanding. So the ideological reductionism answer of this question. Okay, so we will discuss that thing also, what is ideological reductionism and different thing. Then next, the capitalism is a primary cause of environmental degradation, who argue. So most of people are confused with this question, that how can you tackle this question. Will I let you know? Okay, before that let's see the answer of this question. Option A, George Habermas, the scholar who critical to the capitalism, and he believes that capitalism is a threat to the democracy, not the bureaucratic or technocratic society. Okay, why capitalism threat to democracy? We will discuss that thing. You will ask, sir, does it cover in our political theory, in the resurgence of political theory? Yes, the John Habermas comes under the resurgence of political theory, and there he present that idea. Okay, as we study the David Heston idea of decline of political theory, four principle under this debate. Similarly, we need to cover that thing. And who refer himself as a last Marxist? Option A, Max Horkheimer, the Gramsci, Isaiah Berlin, and George Habermas. And we will discuss that thing the theory of this thing, but the answer of this question is basically option D, Jordan Habermas. You will ask that how can we attend this question? Very simply, you can attend that. First eliminate option C, Isabellin cannot be the belongs to that, and Gramsci cannot be last Marxist. How? Because if you will study the evolution of the Marxism is ideology, Gramsci talks comes under your cultural Marxism. Okay, the cultural Marxism. Then Gramsci is not there because there is a new Marxist scholar who can be considered under that. Okay, if you are not agree with this logic also, I will let you explain the things where the Jordan Habermas argue himself a last Marxist. Okay, so Jordan Habermas belonged to the new Marxist scholar, and there he tried to reinterpret the classical Marxist idea with a analysis of the contemporary capitalism. Okay, we will discuss that thing, don't worry. So what we notice from here, we have to cover the debate of resurgence of political theory and decline of political theory along with the different scholar and their due idea. Okay, that is our main understanding here. So moving to the next, the introduction. Okay, first we will see the introduction. uh, Introduction is that the political theory deals with the systematic knowledge of the political phenomena, and this political phenomena can be studied with the combination of political science and political philosophy. So let's see the what is political theory. First we need to understand that things. To answer that question, political theory means what? A systematic study of the political phenomena which activity is in political nature. For example, the study of the parliament, the study of political institution, political behavior, okay, the study of voting behavior, the caste dynamics in the political systems. So it includes both political science and political philosophy. Political science here based on what? Empirical study, data, fact, figure, experience, your generalizations through the factual in data. Okay, that is how political science. And political philosophy means the ideas, the values. Okay, what should be, what is good, what is right. Okay, what 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 should be done. Okay, like the ideal perspectives that democracy believe in equality, justice, rights, liberty. Okay, these are the philosophical aspect, and political theory include all the things. So you will ask me, sir, this thing will ask in our examination? I will show no, but to be very precise, we should know about that thing because it is initiated a proper understanding towards the our political theory. So moving to the next, that we clear that political theory is consist with the both political science and political philosophy because it is going to help in your upcoming slides. Okay. So moving to the next, the evolution of the political theory. What does it mean by evolution of the political theory? Okay, so evolution of political theory. First, there is a traditional political theory. Okay, traditional political theory based on the value. Okay, value based. Okay, it is normative idea. It is something what ought to be an ideal perspectives. Your traditional political theory, for example, Plato believes the ideal sense that what should be the nature of the states, how can be the perfect achieve. Okay, which is not practical possibles. Normative or the traditional political theory argument are not the practically achievable idea. It's totally utopian, and it's unreal. Okay, it's unreal. For example, democracy. They talks about democracy, and there is a what? The idea of equality. Do you think that equality exists in the current scenario? No, there is inequality. But democracy believe in equality, na? So, but value means what? So-called idea value means what? Something which it's perfect form. Okay, like each and every one want to be ideal students. Can we be ideal students? But we try to achieve that things. But reality in that not possible. So value is that concept which believe in ideal sense, normative sense, what should be. Okay, what should be right. Okay, that is how thing. That is how the traditional political thinker believes. Okay, so here the political theory limit with that extent only. Okay, Okay, so you will question that still this thing is working in our society, the traditional political theory. To answer that question, there is a movement, that is there is a movement that is in mid 20th century, uh, a behavioral approach emerged with empirical study along with the slogan of decline of political theory. Okay, okay, what is the decline of political theory? If they ask what is the decline of political theory, that means there is no relevance of normative theory or political philosophy. Okay, so your traditional political theory talks about that we will be created this ideal states when there is no inequality, there is a perfect states, each will live with happy. These are the ideal perspectives. Then when the behavioral approach emerged during the 20th century after the Second World War, they identified that there is a decline of political theory, there is no development of political theory. Why? Because the traditional political theory lost its essence. Okay, they feel that in 1950s, so called year after the Second World War, there are the too much inequality exists in society, there is no ideal concept are existing as such, the reality is something different. That's why they says the decline of political theory. Simply you can get a question here, decline of political theory means what? That means the no relevance of normative theory, normative political theory or value based political theory. Or you can get a question here that the normative political theory or traditional political theory believe in which idea it will be the value. Okay, that is how ideal perspectives or how to be. Okay, that is how we clear now the evolution of the political theory, that the traditional political theory and the basically in contrast to that, the behavioral approach emerged with the slogan of decline of political theory. So, if you talk about decline of political theory, there must be a debate. Some of people will be argue that decline of political theory, other will be opposite. So that's why there is a debate. So called a debate basically come to here. Okay, debate come to here. That with this help of this table, we'll try to understand the decline of political theory and resurgence of the political theory. Okay, what is decline of political theory? How it's evolved and origin? So it started in 1950s as a behavioral revolution with a scientific study. Okay, so your behavioral, as we already discussed, the behavioralism means what? That believe in empirical, the positivism, the scientific study based on the sense experience data fact figure, that is behavioralism. And it started in 1950, which basically opposed the traditional political theory. Okay, okay, then your resurgence of political theory started in 1970s with post behavioralism as a genuine revolution. Okay, okay, so in 1970, uh, the idea of resurgence of political theory emerged under the post behavioralism. Okay, and in which the David Heston considered as a genuine revolution. Okay, as a genuine revolution. So here we already understand the post behavioralism under the comparative politics. I don't explain here, but post behavioralism believes that value plus fact, we cannot ignore the political philosophy or the humanistic aspect. Okay, we should include both value plus fact. So that's why resurgence of political theory here. And question arise, does resurgence of political theory, David Heston belong to resurgence of political theory? I will come to this question later. First, let's understand the thinker who comes under the decline of political theory. They are the David Heston, okay, Alfred Coben, Martin Lipset, and Robert Dahl and Rimmer. Okay, simply you can get the question, which among the following thinker a part of the decline of political theory or not a decline of political theory. So this name is going to important. Similarly here, the resurgence of political theory, thinker like John Rawls, Hannah Arendt, Herbert Marcuse, Jurgen Habermas, McIntyre, Michael Walzer, C.B. Macpherson, Robert Nozick, Leo Strauss, Michael Wexford, Bertrand D. Jovenel, they are the part of the resurgence of the political theory. Okay, so that need to clear, because they can ask the question which of the following thinker is a part of resurgence of political theory or not. So you must clear that thing. Okay, okay, okay. So here question arise that, sir, you mention here David Heston is talks about the post behavioralism is a genuine revolution. Does David Heston is a part of the resurgence of political theory? I will say no. I will say no. Okay, most of people are get confused that David Heston also part of resurgence of political theory. No. you need to be very clear when I will explain you that thing, that decline of political theory is started by David Heston, but further David Heston revised his idea and considered that we should also believe in value. Okay, that's why there is a post behavioralism and so on. That does not mean he belongs to the resurgent political theory. There are other different scholars, like I mentioned, John Rawls, Hannah Arendt. They greatly extend the idea or the concept or value based idea. That's why they comes under here. If your question asks that which of the following thing are part of the uh, resurgence of political theory, there is a David Heston, then you have to eliminate that things. Okay, because most of people are confused with this aspect. Okay, now we basically see, and here there are the decline of political theory and resurgence political theory. What does it mean, decline of political theory? As I already said to you, that which means there is no relevance of normative theory. Decline of political theory, in which they believe that there is no relevance of the normative theory. And resurgence of political theory, they talk about there is a reinvention of normative and value based study. Okay, so they talks about the humanistic aspect also required. Value means what? Value means that belief in idea of humanistic aspect, focus on that what should be the the human rights. Okay, the protection of the human. Okay, uh, the ideal perspectives of the society, that live a life with harmony. Okay, something perfect in nature, they believe in that idea. So that is how the this reasons of political theory. Okay, now we basically hope clear about the decline of political theory and resurgence of political theory, that who uh, that when it originated, which thinker are part of it, and the so the different thing. Okay, so we discussed that thing. Okay, it's clear now. Now we'll see the different thinker and their argument with respect to decline of political theory, how they basically present the theory in their idea. Okay, first we will see the what under the thinker and idea, the David Heston. Okay, so the David Heston's idea we will first see in his paper, the decline of political theory. Please remember, they can ask the question, and the political system, the book. Okay, two things you have to remember from here. Okay, decline of political theory and political system. Explain the four causes of decline of political theory. Okay, you can get simply a question, how many causes? The four causes of the decline of political theory. For example, historicism, hyperfactualism, confusion between science and theory, and moral relativism. Okay, so David Heston come with the four factor who responsible for decline of political theory. These are the four factor: your historicism, hyperfactualism, confusion between science and theory, and moral relativism. Okay, simply they can ask the question, which of the following is a principle of the to for decline political theory or not according to David Heston. Then you have to remember that historicism, hyperfactualism, confusion between science and theory, and moral relativism. Okay, we study that thing. But if they ask the question, what does it mean by historicism, what does it mean by hyperfactualism, what does it mean by confusion between science and theory, and moral relativism? So we need to be very clear about that thing. Your historicism means what? The contemporary thinker like Sabine and Dunning, they involved to do only the historical analysis but no emergence of new idea. Okay, what does it mean historicism? So David Heston, to explain historicism, argue that the contemporary thinker like Sabine and Dunning, okay, they are the greatest political scientists in that time, and they are only involved to study the historical analysis but not develop any significant theory. For example, Sabine. Sabine did study about Plato, Aristotle, Hobbes, Machiavelli. Okay, they devoted their time to study only the historical idea. Okay, only analysis the existence idea, not reconstruct the new idea. So say for example, you also know that uh, uh, Sabine says about the Plato these things, Sabine says about Machiavelli this thing. That means what? They only did a study about the Plato and the Machiavelli, and did a simple analysis. And according to David Heston, that is a historicism which only study the history but not study the contemporary idea. That's why he says there is a decline of political theory, because the thinker like Sabine and Donnings are invested their time only the study of history. So that is how the thing one we need clear. If they ask the question and you have to provide the answer that the thinker are involved and only study for the historical analysis. Then what is moral relativism? Okay, if it clear, then moral relativism in 1950s behavioral trends eliminated the moral ethics and value in political theory. Okay, when your behavioral revolution emerged with 1950, they basically eliminated the value based study, the like humanistic aspects. They are busy with the natural science, the data fact figures. They converted the political theory into a machine science, like your like testing any kind of the weapons and different things. So most of things are done in a technical way. Okay, because if you see that Hiroshima, Nagasaki, that it is possible only this behavioral, the so-called the science and technology, and that is something lost the humanistic tendency. So many people are died in this test. Okay, so they basically lost the value. Human value talks about that each and every people should live the human the human dignity. But this so-called science and this your technocratic society basically eliminate this value from the society. Okay, they eliminate value, the ethics from the society in the like time of 1950. So that is how moral relativism. If it is clear, then you will see the hyperfactualism. What is hyperfactualism? Behavioral scientists transfer the political theory into a natural science with data, fact and figure. Okay, too much fact figure study are there. There is no development of political science. Okay, say for example, if a voter are voting in elections, okay, voter are voting in elections, the behavioral scientist will says let's a analysis that how many voter vote on basis of the caste, how many voter vote on the basis of religion. So what they did, they just present a figuratical picture here. Do you think there is any kind of political theory or new political idea will be emerge? No. So that's why David Heston, although he belongs to the behavioralism ideology, he also criticized that ideology, because he argued that the behavioral regime itself is a responsible for decline of political theory, because it intentionally dilutes the humanist aspects, the value aspects. Okay, that's why hyperfactualism one of the cause. Simply if they ask the question what does it mean hyperfactualism, then you will believe that it transforms the political theory into natural science with data, fact, figure and analysis. Moving to the next point, if that clear. So then next point is that confusion between the science and theory. Seems the identity crisis, what would be the nature and political theory, or political theory science or theory? Okay, as we clear that there is a challenge to the political traditional political theory, then there is a question mark, then what would be the identity, and there is a identity crisis. If you say there is a decline of political theory, then what is political theory? Whether the political the basically science is a political theory, or so-called theory or philosophy is a political theory. Political theory is a natural science or a theoretical aspect. So there is a question mark and there is a confusion. So this lead to the decline of the political theory according to David Heston. Okay, hope this things is clear you. If you not still clear, then you can ask, I will let you know. Okay, if David Heston is clear, then we will switch to the Alfred Coban, because they already asked the question that who among the following belong to the this or that. Now we have to not limit that much, we have to extend our the understanding here to know the different thinker and their idea what they present, because that can be possible. And it also not only for examination but also help to being a student of political science. We should command on political theory, that is our objective. Okay, then Alfred, simply you can get the question as I already tell. Then moving to the Alfred Coban. Okay, Alfred Coban wrote a paper Decline of Political Theory. He also wrote a paper Decline of the Political Theory, and he talks about the time where communism and your capitalism as a political ideology during the time of Cold War, that resulted in the political decline of political theory. How? Because in the time of Cold War, capitalism idea talks about democracy, and your on their own argument, in communism idea talks about your like communist party, a oligarchy tendency, a small people controlling the power. So both are like propagate their own idea, and there is no as such development of the political theory. Okay, because they make intentionally like the wrong thing in society, so-called USA promoting the idea of democracy and doing in the name of human right protection a lot of thing wrong. And in communist, by promoting idea of communist, the like the dictatorship of proletariat and so on, they basically violate the human rights. So there is no as such the proper people's rights, and the people, there is ideological conflict are there. That's why there is no develop of the political theory or the political concept. So that's why he in Decline of Political Theory argue that communism and capitalism are responsible for the political ideology for decline of political theory. And major thing is that to him the three factor responsible for decline of political theory. You can get simply a question, which of the following a factor or not. Okay, so first factor is extension of the state activity. Okay, so the more the state act, the less chances of the extension of the political theory, idea or concept. Say for example, if the state will be do A to Z and there is no proper distribution of the function, do you think that a best and harmony society can be created? For example, there is the state do all the things. So state do from starting from the the cradle to grave work. Okay, there is no division of the functions, there is no proper your judiciary or the civil society, or say, so for example any kind of interest group, okay, political party. Then do you think that there will be any kind of develop? No. So extension of the state activity is itself is problematic. The state need to be allow the people, they should do their own through their merit, and they will be go with their talent. So that is how extension of state activity is problematic for the political theory, and it is decline of political theory. Then totalitarian and the control of bureaucracy. Okay, if your society and the structure are totalitarian nature, then people are not getting their due rights, freedom, liberty. Okay, so how can they freely think, how can they freely interpret any idea? So they will not express their own voice. So there is a what? Decline of political theory. There is no concept of rights, equality. Okay, that is how totalitarian control also result in decline of political theory. Then third thing, establishment of large scale military organization. If you will invest your money for the purpose of build so many weapons, so many the missiles, then it will only destroy the society. It will only, for example, in Gaza or in the Palestine, what happened? These weapons, these missiles are only destroy the society or violate the human rights. And human rights, if there is human right violation, that means there is no political development, there is no political theory, because political theory believe in idea of the ideal perspectives of human right, protection of environment. So this military organization development also resulted into decline of political theory. So these are the three factors according to the Alfred Coban that resulted into the decline of the political theory. Okay, so you can simply get a question that which of the following is a factor or not. Okay, please note of it. Then moving to the next question, Dante Germino, he is famous for the concept of ideological reductionism. Okay, so can be asked, and what does it mean by ideological reductionism? We will understand. And before that, there is a question: does Dante Germino comes under the decline of political theory or resurgence of political theory? I will say he is not comes under any umbrella or any divisions. Why? Let me ask. Because we'll come to that question. First we'll understand what they're trying to say. So he wrote a book, Beyond the Ideology, a revival of the political theory. So it's a book by Dante Germino. Okay, to define the what does it be ideological reductionism? To define the ideological reductionism, he argued that in 19th and 20th century, with rise of positivism and Marxism ideology, no significant development of the political theory was noticed, and it is only an era of ideological debacle. Okay, okay. So Dante Germino says that ideological reductionism is what? Okay, on their interpretation and analysis, they argue that the Marxism ideology at a times, which basically uh, like it is spread almost all the area, okay, in which the Marxism ideology like spread its so-called the common ownership, social ownerships, and the dictatorship, proletariat, and the communist party. Okay, as a vanguard of the political revolution, the different things are prevalent under this Marxism ideology, and that is not lead to any political development because people people's merit are not allowed here. Okay, okay, people are not growth on the like basis of their property are basically eliminated here. So here there is no political development because Marxism is a political ideology itself believe in the stateless society, and without the states there is no rights, there is no protection of the people. So how can be the political development build there? So that's why he says that this ideological reductionism, or to stick with only this the one ideology, is not going to promote a good harmony in the society. Okay, because political theory believe that there should not be any ideological understandings. Okay, ideology will be correct at their own place, but it is not absolute correct. So that's why he says that there must be a systematic study of including both political philosophy and political science. Okay, ideology is not a general understanding of the political theory. So that's why the ideological itself is a problem for the decline of resulted in decline of political theory. Okay, so if they ask the question what does mean by ideological reductionism, now ideological reductionism according to Dante Germino in 19th and 20th century, okay, the political ideologies such as Marxism, or like you can say that liberalism, that lead to what? The decline in political theory, because they basically propagate their own myth with their own justification. Okay, that is the main idea. And the question is that does the Dante Germino is belongs to any basically the resurgence or decline of political theory? Then you need to remember he does not belong to any debate, he just comment on the debate. So like there is a debate going on, that decline of political theory or resurgence of political theory, on that debate he comment that idea. For example, Sabine or Donning, your Leo Strauss, they basically what they did comment on the political theory, they comment on Plato, they comment on Aristotle. That does not mean they are basically against and supporter of it, they just study and comment on that thing. So Dante Germino is not going to include any the term decline or the resurgence, because people are confused that Dante Germino belongs to this idea, that idea. If you will really carefully see and study and refer the authenticated source, then you can see that Dante Germino is just, he also talk about that idea, but he just comment on that idea, and there is a difference to comment or interpretation and supporting the things. Two different things can be there. Okay, say for example I am explaining the Marxism ideology, I am explaining the liberalism ideology, that does not mean I am supporting the Marxism ideology or liberalism ideology. Same kind of thing Dante Germino did, that although he tried to explain and try to comment, but he is not belongs to any idea. Moving to the next, Isaiah Berlin and SM Lispet. Okay, SM Lipset, they argue that decline of political theory means the trump of democracy. So we will ask, sir, how can the democracy will be result into decline of democracy, decline of political theory? तुमने मत पचार डेमोक्रेसी कि भाव डिक्लाइन ऑफ पॉलिटिकल थ्योरी आम कहीपर. सो हियर द आंसर इज वेरी सिंपल. According to Isaiah Berlin, SM Lipset, they talks about your victory of democracy after the Second World War, most of people are third world country are imposed or associated with the democracy after the decolonization, when the third world country get freedoms, and there is a democracy as a proper concept are prevalent. And according to SM Lispet, the democracy is responsible for decline of political theory, because people are romantic to with only the democracy as a concept prevalent in the society, and there is no other concept. So there must be any new idea, na? The political theory believe in what? They believe that the new idea must emerge with the contemporary and need of the society. And democracy was a dream of the third world country, and third world country achieve it. But democracy is not the ultimate aim, na? That should be always with people. There is other idea. Okay, there must be a new concept. So what about that? So democracy became a prevalent and a main standard of the society, and that leads to people live under that umbrella only. People are not ready to explore any other things because they are romanticism with this democracy idea. So as political theory we know that it should be develop new idea, new concept. Okay, when you are stick with only one concept, only one idea, then it will be going to be static. It's not political development. So SM Lipset analyze that if you are only with democracy with so many times, or there is no new concept, new idea, okay, then it is going to be problematic and there is no political development. Okay, so that is the basic idea. When democracy basically victory and your so-called USSR demised, and there is no proper challenge to the democracy, like your Francis Fukuyama argued it, and he says that the political theory means what? There must be a critical analysis, there must be a reconstruction of idea. If there is no proper challenge to the democracy, that means your political development is not there. Okay, that is how from their argument they talks about there is a decline of the political theory. Hope you understands. If they ask the question, who among the following consider political theory means the decline of political theory means the trump of democracy, that means your SM Lipset and Isaiah Berlin. Simply you can remember one line, that democracy like considered as victory, and there is no proper challenge to the democracy. If there is no challenge, no reconstruction of the theory, then political theory lost its so-called the development, because we know political theory means what? The criticism and reconstruction of the idea and idea. So that is the so-called idea. Then moving to the next, we will quickly see the famous scholar of resurgence of the political theory. Okay, we almost discuss expect the Dante Germino, we almost discuss here the scholar who belongs to the decline of the political theory and their main contribution. Okay. Now we'll see the famous scholar of resurgence of political theory. First and the great uh, the political scientist, that John Rawls, in his Theory of Justice, please remember this book, revived the normative idea of Immanuel Kant and John Locke with the veil of ignorance as a thought experiment. The book is Theory of Justice. So John Rawls basically came with the normative idea of Immanuel Kant. The John Locke's idea of the state of nature, and present the theory of justice. Okay, and he also introduced the idea of veil of ignorance is the thought experiment, and thought experiment means what? It's a philosophical concept, and when you are touch the philosophical concept, that means you are doing the normative study, your revival of political theory there. For example, also the Immanuel Kant believe in idea of human dignity, the individual is a end, and other should be there must be a universal freedom, that means individual essence must be there. So that is how what? It's a humanistic tendency. Okay, it's a value perspective, and John Rawls present that thing in their theory of justice. Okay, that is the things. Moving to the next, Hannah Arendt wrote a book, Human Condition. Okay, and he mentioned the ideal perspectives of the political participation of the human society as a most important work, and he also belongs to the your what? The resurgence of political theory, because he believes that the political participation of the people is a most important work. Okay, moving to the next, Michael Oxford in his book Experience and Modes presented four principles of the experience with philosophical interpretation. As I said, when you are touching the philosophical interpretation, thought experiment, value, then you are going to the revival of the political theory. Okay, do remember Michael Oxford provided four principles of the experience with philosophical interpretation. Okay, so that can be asked. Then moving to the next question, which is very important and most wanting topic, which make most of the people trouble in the examination, and this is going to very crucial. Okay, Jason Habermas in his negation, the essay in critical theory, did a critical analysis of the empirical and behavioral argument, and he belongs to the resurgence of political theory. First thing you need to remember, Jason Habermas belonged to resurgence of political theory, and he wrote a essay that is the essay negation essay in critical theory. Okay, in which he criticized the argument of the scholar like David Heston and behavioral scholar with respect to decline of political theory. Okay, and he reinterpreted the Marxist understanding with analysis of the contemporary circumstance and consider that Marxism is a still meaningful enterprise. Okay, although that he belongs to a new Marxism, but he also critical some aspect of the Karl Marx, but he tried to develop that idea of Marxism with the current scenario or current circumstance, and that's why he believed Marxism is a still meaningful enterprise. Simply you can get a question, who believe that Marxism is a still meaningful enterprise? That is how the Jason Habermas. In addition to that, he considered himself as a last Marxist. Okay, in his that interpretation or reinterpretation, he talks about as a last Marxist, because we know Jason Habermas is a new Marxist scholar, and he developed the Marxism idea with a contemporary basically circumstance. Okay, and that we need to remember here. On that perspective, he talks about the last Marxist. Okay, because he the one who basically touched the idea of Marxist with this contemporary issue. After that, no one is going to talk about that thing or promote or support that things. Okay, because he some amount he criticized the dictatorship of proletariat, but on the same round they talks about the development of the Marxism idea with the current scenario or contemporary issue that we'll discuss. Like, as a new Marxist scholar, he critically analyzed the contemporary capitalism under two heads. Okay, so this 2 point is going to important. Okay, like there is a question like, who considered the capitalism is a degradation of environment? It is the your basically the Jason Habermas. For how it is basically, now he analysis critically analyze the contemporary capitalism. He criticized the contemporary capitalism. Okay, to Habermas, the real problem to democracy is not bureaucracy but capitalism with state welfare interventions. Okay, he believed that the bureaucracy is not basically problem to the democracy, but capitalism is a problem to the democracy with the state welfare interventions. Okay, here they're trying to modify the Marxism ideology. For example, Marxism talks about your the idea of what the dictatorship of proletariat or the worker class exploited, okay, by the like this capitalism ideology. But here he talks about, yes, capitalism is a problem, but on the name of welfare states. Okay, now welfare state also did exploit the peoples. How exploit the people? Now he says that this welfare state promote the different things. Okay, for example, it is doing the advertisement and the publicity and different things. So for example, the culture of the music. Okay, culture of the music. So it did what? In the help of your social media. Okay, that is how the it is spreading the communication or information from one place to another place. It is only possible through the globalization or the so-called capitalism ideology. Okay, after the 1991, and here Jason Habermas argue that this welfare state are the agent of the exploitations. Okay, so on that ground he talk about capitalism is a problem to the democracy, because in capitalism only, in the name of the modern liberalism, they exploit the society. Okay, like current we are living in the modern basically society, the welfare states. Okay, there is also exploitation exist. Okay, in different way they are try to hide the reality from the public. Okay, so because they are only showing the positive things, they are only present their good thing and they hide their bad thing. So he says that this capitalism ideology is problem because they are doing too much injustice with the people, and they are doing their what the like advertisement and so thing in the welfare state society by the name of the so called the basic public policy. They are trying to hide the reality of the uh, from the peoples. Okay, so that is how he talks about capitalism is a threat to the democracy. Then moving to the next, he reconstructed the economy to explain the conflict in capitalism. Okay, in capitalism there is a conflict, and he tried to reconstruct the idea, economic idea, to explain the how conflict are exist in the capitalism. Okay, so hey guys, this is all about from mindset with respect to political theory, decline and resurgence. Hope you found it interesting and valuable. Any kind of a comment and feedback uh, you you want, you can give on this effort. And this is all about from my side. I tried my best to come out with my uh, uh, the next level. So it's all about from my side. Hope it interesting for you, and thank you so much for being part of it. If you like our effort, please do subscribe, and do like our sessions. It will be the source of the only motivation which make me go for you with a proper dedication and this quality content and the PYQ. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.